10 years ago, I started an experiment. And in this experiment, I ate primarily raw fruits and vegetables, but mostly fruit. So now it's time to evaluate how this experiment has gone and where I'm at today. Hey, my name is Louise, and I used to be so ill that I could hardly leave my bed. And 10 years ago, I tried this crazy diet experiment, and basically, I tried everything, and everything the doctors told me, everything that I could think of, and I just had no way of getting well. And this diet called the 80-10 diet kind of just landed on my lap, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I have nothing to lose by doing it. And it was eating raw fruits and vegetables, a tiny bit of nuts and seeds as well, and mostly fruit. And that's what I've been doing for 10 years. Okay, I did eat some cooked as well, but it's been very, very high raw. And so I'm just gonna look at what have I overcome in those 10 years, and what struggles have I had, and where am I at today. So that's what I'm gonna dive right into. And first, let's have a look at what did I used to suffer from. And it's quite a long list, so I'm just gonna read it out loud. I got it here. So first of all, I had extreme low back pain to the point where I couldn't sit up or lie down. I had to crawl down to the floor and just lie on a really hard surface to feel good. And it was because my adrenals were so burned out, from just years of stress and anxiety. But I'll get to that bit in a second. So adrenal fatigue meant that I was completely flatlined. I could hardly stand up long enough to take a shower or do the dishes, and I was just in bed. And it's the same feeling you have when you have the flu. You're just exhausted and you don't want to do anything, just tired. And I was in bed for months, and the adrenals, they produce maybe 50 hormones or so, and when you've burned out your adrenals, your hormone production is just extremely low, and mine was like that as well. So everything hormone related was a mess. My blood pressure was a mess. Every time I stood up, I would get this black feeling that you're about to fall over. My mood was in a really bad place. I had depression. Okay, let's jump to the hormones. They were basically non-existent. The doctor told me that if I had got pregnant, I probably would lose the child, because I wasn't producing. My hormone production was that of a pensioner. I had really painful and long menstruations with very severe PMS, so lots of mood swings, very heavy bleeding, and very, very painful. And that's completely the opposite today. I had some cysts on my ovaries. I had just general hormone imbalances. I didn't produce progesterone, so I had to take progesterone pills or creams. My sex drive was really, really low. So that was hormones. And then my liver was not happy, and basically I had constant liver pains, in the area, not constant, but very, very often liver pains, gallstones or something. And my liver count was really high, and I had yellow skin, jaundice. So something was not happy there. Then there was my digestion, and I had some tests done in the States that told me I had extreme amounts of bad bacteria in my gut. I was very bloated. I had candida, vaginal fungus. I could smell the fungus here in between my fingers and here, and my nail was completely destroyed with fungus. My eyes would be very itchy, all these little symptoms of fungus and candida. Completely gone today. All normal. What else? Then like I said, I had anxiety. So for 7 years I had had anxiety attacks every day almost. And I was on happy pills, seeing shrinks, and I just didn't know how to get out of this sudden panic attack. And yeah, that's gone now. My hair would break, like it would just be really brittle and unhealthy, and today it's just super strong and healthy. My nails would be the same. They would break really easily, like I couldn't get long nails, and today they're pretty long, I think. I had a mineral test done, a hair analysis, that said I was just deficient in almost any mineral you could think of. I had, in the test from the States, it also said that I had so much cell and DNA damage that I was very close to cancer if I didn't have it already. What else? I know it's a long list. Yeah, so I had gout, like uric acid in my toes especially, but also some in my fingers, muscle tension, dried out mucous membranes, especially my eyes, so I had to put salt water drops in them at night in order to move them. Something I don't know what it's called, but it's a disease where you get pain in the joining tissue between your bones and your muscles, so that was painful. I had fluid retentions, and then I had eczema, and I used to have that since I was 1.5 years old, and that was pretty bad, so I got hormonal creams all my life for that. Then yeah, just pimples and sleeping problems because my hormones were in a mess. Then I would sit up really late at night and I couldn't get up in the morning, and my day rhythm was a nightmare, and just like waking up at night not being able to sleep as well. I had restless legs, shaking in the morning, coughing in the morning with mucus, headaches, dust allergies, food allergies, hyperventing, herpes, HPV virus, unstable blood sugar, and then also from the adrenal fatigue, I was really like cloudy in my thinking. So like it's, yeah, you're just brain fog basically, and lots of memory problems, like the short-term memory was just gone, so I would walk into a room and go, oh, what was I supposed to do here? I didn't remember. Sensitive teeth, bladder infections, I weighed maybe 5 kilos too much, and then I had the usual like colds and throat infections and flus, and I thought that was just something you had to have like every year, but obviously I now know that I don't, because I haven't had them almost. Of course I can like get runny nose if I eat something that I'm not supposed to eat, or if I'm in a really polluted place, but other than that, no. And so where am I at today? Well, I am at this point where everything on this list is gone, and all I have left is a little bit of eczema on my hands. So this is it. And you see this tiny dry patch. And for years I didn't understand why that didn't go away, and today I know why. So it turns out that ever since I was born, more or less, I've had histamine intolerance. And so whenever I eat some food that's high in histamines, it's coming out through my skin. And yeah, I basically just have to like keep doing what I'm doing, heal my gut, and hopefully in time it's gonna like go away. But also I can just regulate it by limiting foods that are high in histamine, so it's fairly simple. So I'm so relieved to know that that's why it's coming. And yeah, so today I know that it's only the body that heals us, and it will do so when we give it healthy conditions. And so if you just like layer by layer peel off all the unhealthy conditions, your body will like slowly start to bloom again, and that's what I've been experienced. And it's not just diet, I find, it's also like your lifestyle and your mindset. So it's 3 areas you need to look at. And so I promised to talk about like what challenges I've had on this diet and lifestyle in the past 10 years. And it's not been a diet as such. it's actually been other things, because the diet is easy. I know what to eat, I know how to do it, people know me, what I'm doing, they're happy about it, like they mind their business, I mind my business, all is good. So the challenges has been mostly stress. So like a couple of years back, I organized the Fresh Food Festival, and for 3 years in a row, and that was really, really stressful. And after a year or two, I started to see symptoms of my health declining. So I saw like gray hair coming out, I started to get really bloated, have parasite issues, eczema getting worse, really dark circles under my eyes, just too many like stress hormones making my health go in the wrong direction. And so obviously I had to stop the festival, because my health is the most important thing. So I did that. Another issue I had was in like I can't remember when, but many years ago. Like for the first 2 years of the diet, I didn't take B12 supplement. And that was fine for a while, but then I bought a house with mold everywhere. I didn't know, obviously, when I bought it, but the extensive toxins in that mold just totally used up all the B12 that I had left, and so I got severe B12 deficiency. And I had to take really, really strong pills, B12, to get back on track. So now I know that I definitely have to take B12. And yeah, so I've been doing that ever since. So that's been my two main struggles, actually. Yeah, those two. And where am I at today? Well, I am full of energy. I am generally always happy. I am generally always healthy. I have my ideal weight, and I'm hardly ever ill. And so basically, I think I'll just continue. That's like the status on this experiment, is that it's worked so well that I'm just going to continue with it. I don't see any reason why not to. So yeah, it's been quite a ride. And if you're like thinking, okay, I would really like to give this a try, but I don't know how to start or what to do, I'll be very glad to help you. So on the 19th of January 2020, I'm starting an 8-week mentor program in English. And I basically take you by the hand, step by step, week by week, and tell you what to do, what to eat, if you want to try this method out as well. And yeah, it's gonna be like with other people, and there'll be recipes and exercises, and I'm gonna dive into lots of different areas, not just the diet, also about mindset and lifestyle, of course, and just give you the best tools for healing and getting your ideal health back, basically. And if you think that sounds interesting, then have a look at the link right here. It's yeah, so, as I said, starts on the 19th of January, and for 8 weeks. And yeah, you are very, very welcome to join the group. Apart from that, if you haven't yet downloaded my Get Started guide, totally for free, then go and do that as well. It's yeah, I'll put the link here as well, and below as well. And it's just gonna like give you an idea of what it's all about. And then if you think, okay, I can do this, but I want your help, Louise, then join the mentor program. Yeah, that was it for now. That was my little update after 10 years on mostly fruit. And it's been quite a ride. It's given me so much in so many areas, not just health-wise, but also mindset-wise, like friends-wise, travel-wise, job-wise, spirituality-wise. It's been so much more than just a diet change. So yeah, it's basically saved my life and made it even better. Yeah, okay, enough talking. I hope you have an amazing day, and take care, and see you in another video. Bye. If you would like to know more about how I got well naturally, you can go to my website and get more information. Here you can get a Get Started guide where I tell you all about the diet and lifestyle that I used, totally free. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.